We move on to the reigning Big Ten regular season champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 26 wins last season, a 2 seed in the NCAA tournament, and last year was back-to-back years. They made it all the way up to number 2 in the country. You see Cody McMahon is coming back on this season. They're bringing in Jelani Cambridge. There's some really powerful transfers who are joining, and of course they have some talented players like Thierry and Madison Greene, who are both joining us right here on the desk, alongside their head coach, Kevin McGuff, entering his 12th year in charge of Ohio State. I want you all to give me your favorite moment from last year. There were a lot to pick from, but if you had to pick a favorite moment, what was it?
Well, probably that home win versus Iowa. It was a sold-out arena, and we got great respect for their program and their team, and they had a fabulous year last year, and we were down 12 heading into the fourth quarter and came back and won, so that was a really exciting moment for us.
Yeah, there were a lot of exciting moments last year, but I'd also have to go with the Iowa game, beating them on our home court with a sold-out arena. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I have to follow that up, too. I'll give another one, but another one of my favorite moments was when my first game back last year at versus Penn State. When I got on the court, everybody was just cheering for me, and it felt really nice.
Yeah, I mean, that game, by the way, and we were just talking in the commercial break about the NFL, that was before an NFL playoff game on a massive broadcast network. I mean, a ton of people got to see what Ohio State women's basketball is all about. You just mentioned you coming back. What is it like having her back and having her healthy?
It's been great. It's been really fun to watch her and just her perseverance and just how hard she's worked to get back. And she has such a great presence within our program on and off the court. And, you know, if you really watch us play, she's a great defender. And one thing that she does better than anybody on our team right now, she makes everybody around her better. So we're really excited to have her back.
How does she make everybody around her better?
Well, one is like she really understands what we do, and so she knows where everybody is on the floor at all times. And when she's supposed to deliver a pass, it's on time, it's right in the hands. She's also, like I said, a great defender. So when she's off the ball, she's going to provide great help. Also a good communicator out there on the court.
Taylor, what do you think about her game?
Yeah, no, she has a lot of experience. She's a great defender, and she's really stepped up into that leadership role that, you know, I still look up to, and a lot of the freshmen this year look up to. So she's very inspiring to look up to.
You brought up the word defense and defender a lot. You guys were incredible last year at defending the ball. What is the key to a good Buckeye defense?
Yeah, it's a little chaotic at times, but as long as you're putting a lot of effort into it and, you know, I think our press is pretty good. As long as you apply a lot of pressure, I think we're pretty good.
Yeah, well, McGuff is going to make sure we're good at defense. We practice that all the time, way more than offense, but obviously it pays off. So.
Okay, what's a Kevin McGuff defensive practice feel like?
Well, we don't really touch the ball a lot, but it's really intense. It's really intense. It's fun, though. We have a lot of, what do we do, 60-second shot, like just rebounding drills and boxing out and just different things like that. It really helps build our
and a little bit of conditioning.
Yeah, lots of conditioning. You know,
that's mandatory for this system.
For sure.
Yeah. Another thing that's really developed over the last few years is you guys barely ever lose at home. I mean, your home record is marvelous. What makes that place so tough for visitors to come in and get a win?
Yeah, I think it's a credit to our fans. Like, we have a large fan base, and I think it's grown tremendously over the years. And honestly, I think that just plays a pivotal role in our success. And, you know, we're excited for this upcoming season. Hopefully some sold-out arenas, but we really owe a lot of the credit to our fans.
Yeah, fans for sure. They've been very supportive, very helpful, and I really think just us as a team, we really want to protect our home floor. It means a lot to us, so I feel like that's why.
I'll tell you the other thing that's happened here in recent years is we've really got a great following from our students, and we really have a lot of students showing up and supporting this group.
It makes a difference.
It makes a huge difference.
Yeah, for sure. I asked you about Madison. Where has this lady grown the most in her time?
Well, really proud of Taylor because she's if you really look at her, she's gotten better each year. She's one of the hardest working, most disciplined players that we've ever had in our program. And you tell her to do something, she's going to do it right, and she's going to do it right every time. And so she's got great habits, and she's really improved. And I think this year you're going to even see her at another level, especially with her assertiveness on offense.
Is that true? You're going to be more assertive this year?
I think so. I'm hopeful.
That's good when your coach wants you to be more assertive with the ball, right?
Yeah.
That's a good feeling.
Yes, for sure.
Let me ask you about a few players who aren't here. Kentucky transfer Asia Petty.
Yeah, if you looked at our games last year, we lost games. Usually one of two things happened. We didn't shoot the ball well from the three-point line, or we got out-rebounded.
Right.
And Asia Petty averaged 11 rebounds at Kentucky in the SEC last year. So instead of coming up with some
crazy stat.
Yeah, instead of coming up with some new drills to get better, I figured let's just go get somebody and go get the ball, and Asia will do that.
What's she like, ladies?
Yeah, I mean, she's very athletic, and like we were saying, at Kentucky, she averaged a double-double, and so some of the areas that we struggled with last year was rebounding, and so I think that's going to be a huge asset for this team to crash the board, so she's really going to be huge for us.
Yeah, very huge. She's, like she said, athletic, strong, fast. She's smart, too. She's really good at finishing. Rebounding is definitely one of her main things, and we really appreciate that because, like Coach said, we've been kind of lacking that a little bit, so
Right.
I'm glad to have somebody that can do that.
How about Chance Gray, a transfer from Oregon?
Same thing. It's like we were very intentional when we went into the portal to get two players because Asia's going to help us with her rebounding, and Chance is going to help us scoring from the perimeter. She can really shoot the ball. She's got great work ethic. She's very smart, too. She's really fitting into the offense. I think she's going to have a great season.
It is rare for any program to bring in one of the two highest-ranked recruits in the country. So I got a couple questions on Jelani Cambridge. First off, what was the recruitment process like for them?
It was really pretty easy. She's a really easygoing kid and easy to talk to and wasn't high maintenance at all. Like, you got to call her all the time and do all these things. And the biggest thing was just getting her on campus because, sometimes the kids from the South, it's hard to get them up here to the northern schools. And once we got her here, she's like, wow, this is really nice. I really like it. And my assistant coach, Jalen, did a great job developing a relationship with her. And so it was in her. She's got great parents. So it was a great process.
Okay. So I assume you guys, knocked her down right away. Like, you're the rookie. You got to – no, you were probably nice to her.
Yeah, for sure.
What's her game like?
Yeah, she's great. She has really good court vision. She's very athletic. You think at her height she wouldn't be able to, finish at the rim as well as she does, but she really finishes well. She can shoot well. She's very fast. She's going to be huge for us in our press at the top. So she's just going to help us out defensively and offensively really well.
Yeah, her speed is something I haven't really seen before. She's up there with JC, so she's super fast. Taylor said, she can shoot, she can drive, she can finish, and it's really good to see her on the court and be so young and making such a big impact already.
It's a nice comparison, the word J.C. Sheldon being thrown around there. That feels good for sure. It also feels good to have Cody McMahon back. Tell me your favorite thing about Cody McMahon.
I would just say her personality. She has a big personality, and I feel like a lot of us feed off of her energy. She's always, pretty positive and high energy, and I think we really need that as a team, especially this year, losing a lot of great leaders. So I feel like her voice is going to be very helpful for us.
Yeah, her voice and her energy on the court is it's very helpful, and it gives me energy in the court whenever I'm down or something. She's always there to pick up her teammates, encourage her teammates, and she just helps us out so well defensively, offensively. She shows up to practice every single day ready to work and encourage her teammates, so she's a huge asset for our team.
Favorite thing about her?
Well, I think they hit her energy and her passion. And so I think that as you head into this year, having lost the leadership of J.C. Sheldon and Celeste Taylor and some of the others, we're going to need Cody to step up, and we're going to need these two to step up because they lead in very different ways. They lead by example, and they don't have the same voice that Cody has, but we need somebody to kind of offset her voice at times as well. And so I'll be challenging them to work with Cody to provide great leadership this year, but her energy and her passion is what really makes her special.
Does she still have that smoothie named after her on campus?
I think so.
Sure she
I think she does. A couple years ago, she had one named after her, "Welcome to the school." And, I think I have this quote right. When I asked you about Taylor a little while back, you said she rarely ever takes bad shots. 44% from three-point line, I believe, but only 13 makes last year. So are we going to see a three-point shot more from you this year?
I think so. I hope so.
Yeah?
We better.
Yeah, that's the goal.
I like that. We better from the player next year.
That is the plan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Again, that's a great feeling, right? Having a coach want you to shoot the ball
For
more.
sure. Yeah.
She's an incredibly efficient player. And, if you look at her at the end of the game, she always impacts us with her rebounding, her defense, and her efficient scoring. And she never has that 2 for 12 night. She just doesn't. So we need her to be more aggressive on the offensive end for sure.
Give me a player that I didn't bring up yet that you think is going to make an impact, or someone that deserves to have the attention on her this year so far.
Oh, I feel like Kennedy, Jelani's sister. I think she's really good. She has a lot of energy. She's really quick and really good at defense, stealing the ball and just making and rebounding. That's a big thing. She's not that tall, but she can get a good rebound. So yeah, I feel like she could definitely make a big impact in making those big plays that we may need in the game.
Yeah, I would have to agree with Kennedy. She's kind of just like all over the place. She's always ready to do the dirty work that not many people wanted to do. So rebounding, even offensively, I think she's going to help us out in areas. And she was here last year too, even though she didn't play. She still had that practice experience, so she helped us prepare for a lot of the success that we had last year. So to be able to play with her this year, I'm excited.
Yeah, I think Kennedy she's a really good fit in our system, in our style of play. So I think she's going to have a chance to have an impact. I would also watch out for, we've got a 6'5" freshman from Finland, Elsa, who's coming off of an injury in high school. So she just got back on the court in the last 2 weeks. She's already made a lot of progress. And if she can continue to do that, I think she'll really add to our depth and around the basket and our rebounding and scoring around the basket.
Before we go, big picture. What has you most excited about this upcoming season?
I just think the opportunity to coach this group again, and we lost a lot of talent. We had two people go to the WNBA, and Rebecca's going to play at the highest level in Europe. But we return a lot of good players like these two. We've got some more talent in. So I think when you see us early on, we're going to look like a really talented team that if we can kind of get it together, we got a chance to be special. And what has me excited is the opportunity to really push this group and challenge them to be another great Ohio State team and see where we can take this thing.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just excited for the opportunity to compete with this group of girls that we have this year. I don't want to look too far ahead, just take it day by day. I know we have a lot of goals that we want to achieve, but, we lost a lot of players last year, but we also have a great roster this year, and I'm excited for the transfers and the newcomers on this team, so I'm excited to get acclimated and build that team chemistry to have a successful season.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. I feel like we have a lot of new players, and I feel like just watching us grow and learn each other and build that chemistry and really come together is going to be a hard but beautiful process. And so hopefully we can enjoy that and have fun and win games along the way.
Hard but beautiful. There's your tagline for the season.
There it
right?
is.
Taylor, Madison, Kevin, great stuff. Thanks for your time. Good luck this year.
Thank you.